Saint Luke, the author of the four Gospel and also the Acts of the Apostles, is one of those inspired men to write, to put into writing the Word of God. Because God is the author, actually, God is the author of the sacred scriptures. And He has to inspire those men by putting them into writing. So what we have is one of the synoptics. So synoptics, when you say synoptics, Mark, Matthew, and Luke are the three Gospels. They are called synoptics since 1780 because, according to biblical scholars, they have something similar. There are parallels in structure, in words, in content. As you put Mark, Luke, and Matthew together, they have something similar, something common. Compared to the Gospel of John, he was the author, and it's a different structure with his own words, with his own style. That's why St. John's Gospel is not part of the synoptics. So just remember that word synoptics, which refers to gospel parallelism. Word, structure, and content. And of course, we know that St. Luke is not part of the 12 apostles, but most probably, according to scholars, he may be part of those disciples who have worked to preach the good news, especially during the early parts of Christianity. In fact, his contribution, the gospel, would contribute to the development in Christianity, especially the converts from gentility to Christianity, the pagan world. Because aside from the Jews, the early Jews who became Christians, just like the apostles, most of them are former Jews. The other converts are from paganism. And St. Paul worked hard on this conversion of the pagans, of the Gentiles. That's why St. Paul went around Europe 3 times in his missionary journey in order to build churches, in order to convert the pagans. And one of those companions was St. Luke, as we can see in the Acts of the Apostles, in the Gospel. That's why we may say that St. Luke has really contributed in this conversion of the Gentiles. And of course, as a profession, for his profession, he's known as a physician. We don't know what kind of physician, what is his line as a physician. Definitely there was no COVID during the time, but he must be a healer. That's why we have the gospel. In fact, Jesus would tell them, cure the sick. So curing is not physical, but also spiritual, moral, the total aspect of healing in a Christian way. And of course, we know that St. Luke has lived longer. He lived for 84 years. He was martyred in Plebes in Greece. And he was buried there, but after some time, his remains were transferred to Padua in Italy. So we have something about St. Luke because of his greatness, of his contribution to Christianity. And what is important is also his dedication to serve the Lord and the talent that God has given him in order to bring the message of Jesus to the world. Many of us have that talent. Artists. That's why he's also the patron saint of artists. Students. He's the patron saint of students. Doctors, physicians, surgeons. He's the patron saint of these skills. Some of us have that talent. We have the capacity. But what is important is to be inspired, to do something in order to contribute for the church, for the world, to help people. Talents are wasted. They are useless if we don't make use of them in order to share what God has given us as gifts to others. All of us have that gift. Even if we are already 60, 70, 80 years old, age doesn't matter. We give our time, our talent, and that is a treasure that we can offer to the Lord, all for His greater glory. May we be inspired by St. Luke today, our saint for the day, with the enormous talent that he has, which he has not wasted. We have received the Word of God, the words of Jesus, through him. May God bless us all.